There we go. Well, good morning, you two. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing? You'll have to give me a second. I need to fix something real quick because, of course, the Stream Deck has quit working again. Even though I restarted it. There we go. Now let's see if it's working. That's better. Alright. So, as I promised last night, today we are taking a look at the game Dream Garden, which is another diorama builder, but one with a very Japanese flair as we make little... You know what? I do not know what they're called. Let's see. So it's just called a Japanese sand garden or Japanese Zen garden. Alright. Very simple. A lot simpler than I thought. Of course, I'm using, as you can see, I've already started one. I'm just using it to create a little scene here. A little peaceful scene. The family, their little house. Not quite finished with it, but I think we're going to start a new one. I just thought I'd show that so you can see what can be made. New garden. Alright, so we can name our garden. There. And we can choose a garden environment. So we have basically what looks like a coffee table, a giant room space, an outdoor area, or just a little bitty desktop. I kind of like this to go with that one. And of course, we have various sizes. I don't want something that looks like it's awful big. Let's go with this one. You sure you want to create new garden? All progress will be saved. Yes. And I'm going to turn down the music. As nice as it is a little loud in my ears. Audio. That's better. Alright, so looks like a nice fenced in back patio. Very nice place. But let's focus on the garden, shall we? Now if you hold space, you get terrain editing, terrain texturing, item placing, item scaling, raking sand. So we'll start with the sand raking. Now you can do it yourself. You do have you can do Control Z to undo a movement, or you could let the game do it for you, which is probably going to be the better choice for me. Otherwise, it'll look like a whole mess. So we can change the pattern height. We can change the brush size. Change the pattern frequency. Shift and scroll, huh? So you can see it created the traditional circular pattern. We also have spirals. It's there. I promise it's there. We'll do it again. We'll raise the height a little so we can see it better. And we have a double spiral. Trying to decide if I like that. I don't think I do. Go back to the single. Brush size. Expand. Not quite what we were expecting, is it? Anyway, we're going to leave it flat because we're actually going to play with the terrain editing. So we can lower the terrain, raise it, smooth it, or flatten it to the height of a specific item. So if we had a piece that was so say if we wanted to flatten the rest of the terrain out, we could do something like that. Create a little crescent. I'm going to undo that. There. Let's try this again. Change the brush size, angle, intensity. Don't like. Now, I want to create like a stream running through the middle. That's kind of what I want. Doesn't look so smooth and perfect on that side. We'll do something similar over here. Tidy that up a little bit. I think you can work with that. So let's go, first and foremost, let's find the bridge. Okay, not in there. At least I didn't think it was. Oh, I'm wrong. It is here. We got a couple of different ones we can pick. We got this one here. I think I am going to use. But we also have this one that looks almost like a pier. And a similar one to that, but without the rails. And of course, we can change the size of it, make the bridge more narrow, more wide, taller, shorter. A little bit longer. I really want to turn it a little more like that. I'm going to put it right about in the middle. You know what? It was better where it was before. There. Let's go with a little terrain texturing. Start with actually I don't like. Well, you know what? Let's start by painting in this really dark texture down there. And we'll put in a sandy texture around the edges. For the moment. Make the brush a little smaller. Now, I get a grassy area going over here. Brush angle, brush intensity. Then do the same thing on the other side. Oh, nope. Okay, I think that will do for the moment. So we have quite a variety of items. We've got like buildings and structures, stuff like that. Of course, we also have little things like this paper crane. Oh, what's this anyway? Huh. Oh, good. A little garden inside the garden. That actually might work in some scenes. Grab some plant life. Ooh, willow tree. I like that. I like that a lot. So, conceivably, that is the bonsai tree, and we're going to build a little scene around it. And you can do a lot with it. You can change the various colors. We really don't want the trunk to be bright, bright orange. Kind of want the trunk to be trunk colored. And then we have the leaves, which I think we're going to do something like that. We got a little clutter we could put underneath if we want to. Really doesn't match this tree, so we'll skip that. I'm going to grab some of this bamboo though. We're just going to randomly place a few. And like the tree, we can change its colors, we can change its size, all that stuff. A little bamboo forest going on over here. Now we just need a panda to put in it. And it saves quite regularly. The game, that is. Oh, and there are other trees. You've got what looks like some sort of oak. We have, well, we saw the bamboo. We have palm trees. We have, I have no idea what this one is supposed to be. Cypress, maybe? We have this little thing that looks more like a bush than a tree. Have that one. I'm not sure what that is either. There's the willow. Got a log. Got various logs and, well, quite a number of trees. Another version of a palm. Pine. And a very fantasy looking type tree. Let's go ahead and add some cattails to our water. We can add more later, but we also have these grasses. So we can add a little variety in there. Already looking better. I really like that one. And of course, the scene wouldn't be complete without some fish, right? We've gotten somewhere with it so far. The little river's looking a little more natural, like it has things going on in it. a little toad here. We're going to put it on the lily pad. And apparently not. We'll put it right on the edge of the water. And apparently we can't change the color of it. There, we have a toad. Maybe we should have a couple of them. Huh, even managed to be a different size. Nice. The game has a very meditative quality to it. It's very peaceful. That's huge. No, too big. That one I could work with. It's kind of floating. Trying to figure out what to do about that. Alright, we can't use that one. Not for this scene. What else do we have? a little better. I feel like we can make this smaller. It's starting to overwhelm the scene a little. That's better. Well, not that much. Oh, too much. Okay, that works a lot better. Now, what I want to put in here. Nice. I think I almost managed to center that. Continue. Although, maybe we should... Oh, okay. It does automatically save for us. I don't know what that is. I will be honest. Should probably put little plates under those, huh? Have anything I could use for that? Let's see if that... I think that's just another pool of water. Well, it's going to be a plate. Now, will it let me move those together? Yes. Oh, wind chimes. That's what those are. Bamboo wind chimes. gonna definitely scale that down. Pretty good so far. You could put a little fence around it. I don't think that's necessary. Or a little, yeah, fence. I got it right the first time. But, like I said, not necessary. I have a little teeny tiny garden there. Nah, I don't like those. That's big, gigantic. Although we can fix that. I'm looking for something kind of on the interesting. Ooh. Maybe something like this. Oh, I don't like the color. Well, I don't like them all the same exact color, I should say. Do some variations. There. That's a little better. Oh yeah, that works. What's this one? Oh, fireflies. Okay, I like that. Side's looking a little bare still. Not sure what to do with it. Nah. Maybe. I don't know what those are supposed to be. No. Ah, the mushrooms over here. I feel like this side is nice and full, but this side feels empty. Although maybe it's not as empty as I think it is, right? Looking on their phone. Nope, we only want one tree in the scene. No other trees to steal the show. A greenhouse. I mean, it doesn't fit in the scene, but maybe something else. Sometime. You know what? I don't want to mess with this one too much more. I think sometimes you need some empty space to balance out the fullness. Oh, let's see how that came out. Shall we? Came out okay. I think I like that even better though. I could definitely see using this game to relax, kind of clear your mind, just be very peaceful while creating a beautiful little scene. Of course, if you wanted to create a traditional sand garden, you could do that too. Let's go out of this one. We'll start a new garden. Go with little desktop scene and pretty much same choices. You're gonna go with a simple round one this time. Yes. Yeah, I'm not very good with that. We're just going to let it do it for us. Did I mention I'm not very good at that? Very messy looking, but somehow it looks better than it did before. Okay, I need to get up for a second because apparently this game is just a little too relaxing. I am starting to, let's just say I need to move for a minute. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Well, if you want something, a game that will help you, like, relax and just totally just, let's just put it this way. I had to go get some coffee. That's how relaxing this is. I know in here somewhere was an actual fountain. Right here. Oh, but we also have this one. You might put this in the place of the stones. I'll move the stones over here. Now the water effect doesn't look that great, but the water sound is fine. Still, it conveys what it's supposed to. Make it pretty big if you want to. Actually works. I don't think I wanted to put too much more in this one. I like the very simplicity of it. Wonder if I can rename this. Yes, I can. We'll rename this one Simplicity. Alright. And you can have up to 25 saves. So you could create 25 scenes before you'd have to decide what to get rid of. That's pretty good. I like the sound effects when you run over the menu. It's really nice. All right, let's go take a look at their Steam page, shall we? So, Dream Garden is made by Campfire Studio. It released November 3rd of 2025. It has 21 reviews, 95% positive. An easygoing simulation game about creating tiny Japanese-inspired garden dioramas. Use a wide selection of plants, decorations, and tools to build and nurture the Zen garden retreat of your dreams. So let's see. Their trailer.
Sometimes peace grows from your hands. Build your own Zen space. Shape tranquility. Design, relax, reflect. Turn fantasies into reality. Dream Garden, available now.
See what the second one is.
Stone, and your journey has begun. Shape your world. Draw on the sand. And use the fine weather settings for atmosphere. Also, we have animals! Sure thing. Create your own style. You can find us on Steam. We would be happy if you played Dream Garden and shared your creations with us.
So that was the video for the demo, which they kept up, which is kind of nice. Dang, they were. Oh, that gave me ideas for that other one I was working on. Okay. Yeah, you can see they got really intricate with theirs. Ah, that's what those mounds of grass could be used for. Okay. I see. Wow, that one's super intricate. I really like this here. So, it is 15% off right now. That ends in 5 days, making it $6.79. Usually it is $7.99. And because I had something in a bundle, I got it for even a little bit cheaper than that. So it says, about this game, relax and immerse yourself in Dream Garden, a cozy simulation game about building perfect Japanese Zen garden dioramas with lily-speckled ponds, trees, bridges, and more. Just sit back, de-stress, and build to your heart's content. Well, I can guarantee you're going to de-stress. You're going to de-stress yourself to sleep. Choose from a range of trees, bushes, stones, flowers, and more to turn your garden into a lush, natural paradise. Arrange each item individually or paint them into the landscape using the brush tool. Change the landscape to your taste. Raise hills, dig ponds, channel rivers, and fill your garden with sand, grass, or pebbles. Use man-made decorations like lamps and bridges to tie everything together. Use the rake tool to trace stunning patterns into the sand and pebbles, just like in real-life Japanese Zen garden. Combine tactility, meditation, and art into a delightful creative experience. Use detailed customization to change the seasons, the time of day, the weather, and more. Adjust the level of precipitation and discover the beauty of intermediate seasons, transporting your garden to early autumn mornings or late winter snowfall. We created Dream Garden in the hopes of offering a refuge from the stress of day-to-day life. Immerse yourself in the tranquil atmosphere of the garden and create to your heart's content. So features: craft delightful garden dioramas, shape the landscape with hills, rivers, ponds, and pebbles, add decorations both natural and man-made, arrange items individually or paint them in with the brush tool, trace Zen sand patterns with the rake, a tranquil meditative atmosphere, build without limits, timers, or stress. And let's see, I don't see a single negative review so far. Yeah, I don't see a single negative review, but there must be some because it only has 95% positive. So this person has 7.2 hours, says, I love this game. It's incredibly relaxing, and the full version comes with so many more cool stuff. There are capybaras and fireflies. I love it. This person has received it for free, and they actually have a very extensive review. So this is Amjara, and apparently they do a lot of reviews. In Dream Garden, design your very own special Japanese Zen garden to create your perfect meditation spots. The game is a sandbox of creative tools. Transform the land, add ponds, bridges, greenery, and even beautiful sand gardens. Change the weather and season to match your mood. When you first start the game, you pick your environment and garden frame. You also name your garden. There is a light tutorial to get you started on how to move the camera and access the tools. All of your options pop up on a radial wheel. This game offers a very wide variety of tools to aid your creativity. So, we'll go on some of their favorite highlights where the animals have slight animations to them when placed. Can be turned off. To undo an action, just press Ctrl Z. Yes. and I love that myself. You can have up to 25 gardens saved at one time. I did mention that. Turn lights on or off, as well as seasonal effects for each item. Okay, I'll have to test that. Some items have sound effects, such as the campfire that can be toggled on or off. Change weather, time of day, and season at any time. Control the seasonal effects, such as snow or wind. When manipulating terrain, you can change brush size, brush type, and angle. A lot of variety. There's a photo mode with lots of filters and editing tools. So they have a personal wish list, more animals like different types of bears, more fish variety, wild cats like tigers and panthers. Make lighting its own category. I do agree with that. Add in some trees with lanterns or fairy lights added to them. I love the poles with the lights and would love to see trees done with different strings of lights. And obviously, they do really like this. And we can go check out Indie Gems. They have 15,000 followers. Well, they have now one more follower. And what was the other one? Otome Lovers? I don't know if I qualify for that. I just think I'm just going to stick with Indie Gems. But yeah, a very good review. And a very good, very relaxing game. Now, if you want something that's also relaxing, costs only $3, and you happen to like pixel graphics and fish, well, I've had this little gem running in the background the whole time called Chillquarium. And you buy your fish, do I want to sell that? Nah. I will sell this. Back here. So what you do is you go into the shop, you buy cards, buy 2 sets of cards, and wow. Okay. So we just added some fish, baby fish, and you could sit there and feed them, which makes them grow faster. We can have a maximum of 60 fish in the tank, which I've not reached yet because I just started this. And when they grow up, they give you a passive income of a little tiny bit, not much. I'm assuming the rarer the fish you get, the more the passive income becomes. That's pretty much it. You just let it run. If you happen to have 2 screens, you can let it run on a second screen while you're doing something else. And that, like I said, it's cheap right now. So Tuesday, $5.99. Right now there's a Steam Animal Fest going on. And it's 50% off, making it $2.99. Came out a couple years ago, so it's not a brand new thing. But I finally got around to getting it because it was on sale. And it does have very positive reviews. We got a negative here. It says, way too grindy, feels like I get no progress whatsoever. Not for me, but I get why others might like it. That is a fair review. But let's see. 94% positive over the last 30 days. So just shy of getting overwhelmingly positive. 94% positive of the 4,807 user reviews in my language. So, I mean, people really like this one. And it's just something chill. Like I said, if you have a second screen, you can toss it over onto the second screen. If you have one screen, you can window it and make it small and put it in the corner somewhere. Now, let's take a look at the Steam Animal Fest, because why not? I'm afraid if I go back into Dream Garden, I will fall asleep because it's so relaxing. We have a little game here called Moose Miners, and it's got mixed reviews. Came out last year, right before my birthday last year. Take control of a mining operation. Oh, come back here. I was reading that. Take control of a mining operation run by moose. They mine and sell the gems. You need to decide where to spend the profits. Hire more miners and upgrade their gear. Buy new rails and mine carts to get deeper into the mine. You know, it sounds like it should be a fun incremental game, so what's wrong with it? Let's find out. The deeper you go, the more valuable gems you will find. All right. I was really happy when I finally hit 100% the first time because this game is a waiting simulator. The fun in the game ends approximately after 1 to 2 hours, and after that you're just waiting a really long time in real life to get minor upgrades in game. Usually I don't leave negative reviews on games I played over a certain amount of time, but in this case I have to say leave it. It's not worth it. Look for another idler because this one is no fun at all. Said at note this. They played it 288 hours before they reviewed it and went on to play it almost another 100 hours. Okay? I mean, sure. I continue to play a game for another 100 hours after I've decided I don't like it. And here's somebody else that replied in the 380 hours, and you gave it a negative review for the fun ending in 2 hours. This one has 100 hours in it. I was going to leave this game behind after I got all achievements, but Dev decided to add a ton more, so now I'm going to talk about this. Also, the achievements are literally just bigger numbers than the previous ones. AI pathing is absolutely atrocious. Moose will randomly just pick up and trek to the opposite side of the map. You clearly are making no money while they wanderlust. Most of the upgrades are not linear, as you would think. You spend upgrades to fix choke points where the resources pile up. Pricing for upgrades are very poorly balanced since you have to buy based on choke points, not on incremental advantage. It feels like the dev didn't even play their own game. The achievements dump recently just seem like they want to be a forever game while they move on to other projects, and they did say they're moving on, so this game will stay this way. Problem is that the game is not nearly charming enough. Most my playtime is overnight sleeping since there's no offline mode. Free idols blow this game out of the water. Save your money. Now that's a much more balanced and a fair review, even if it is a negative. I'm sure the developer loves that. I don't know. Here's the review. I don't know if this is a review of the game or a review of their spending habits. I don't know why I keep buying strange games and play them more than it requires to refund. I think that says more about your spending habits than the game. Just saying. So 68% of the 457 user reviews for this game are positive. It's cheap, but it's only cheap because it's on sale right now. If it was full price, I would probably say pass on that. It's 40% off. I still say buyer beware. Guitar Fables. This looks cute. It's an action-adventure fused with RPG and farming elements, armed with sword, bow, and spellbook. Fight against a rising darkness threatening the world. Plunder dungeons in search of relics and resources. Tend to your farms to make provisions and potions, and take on quests solo or with a friend. So it has shared split screen co-op. So not online co-op, which is too bad. It also has mixed reviews recently. 45% of 11 reviews in the last 30 days are positive. 73% positive overall. It came out years and years ago. It is also on sale, 90% off. Wow, they really want to move this. And if you bought the whole bundle with all the DLC, because apparently this thing had a ton of DLC. Whoa, what the heck? Sakura outfit, pink wings, black cat skin, evil horns, phantom wings, blue cat skin. Okay, they're all skins. Got Guitar to play with my significant other in local co-op, mainly because Guitar has cute cats in it. In the end, both of us had mixed feelings. The graphics are appropriate, but really dated. Not that much of a problem for us. The soundtrack isn't exactly bad, but as stereotypical as what you'd expect from the screenshots. Combat is fun and somewhat reminiscent of the earlier Cat Quest installments. Mechanics are nicely balanced in that each new item imparts a strong feeling of progress. The story is somewhat bland and short. Perhaps that's also partly an issue of the German translation, which has little heart or wit to it. Last but not least, the ending is unsatisfying. The final dungeon is short, the final boss unspectacular, and the final cutscene doesn't actually resolve anything. The game world feels small and half-finished. There are just 4 dungeons, each with but 1 or 2 tiny screens and a few enemies. There are no puzzles, no crossroads, and even the traditional levers for doors. Okay, so it sounds like it's a very short game. Showed up under multiplayer games. Not a multiplayer game unless you're in the same room. Devs temporarily disabled remote play. Over half a year ago. Used the money I paid for 2 copies of the game to buy a dictionary and look up what temporary means. They told the developer to go buy a dictionary. Game has terrible support for keyboard controls. Shift control and side mouse buttons cannot be bound. So yeah, even 90% off, I think I would be hesitant to suggest buying this one. Oh, let's see. We got another idling game, but this time you're collecting frogs. It is 30% off right now. I mean, if you really like frogs, maybe, but I think they're okay. I mean, amphibians are okay. Don't think be my type of game. Another idle game called Time is Honey. So you're managing beehives. Kind of cute, but kind of feels like the same gameplay as Chillquarium, and since I already got that, I don't think I need another one. Super Animal Royale. This one is a survival. Super Animal Royale is a 64-player frantic top-down 2D battle royale where murderous animals fight tooth, claw, and machine gun across an abandoned safari park. What the heck? So there's a super edition of it that is 30% off right now for $10.49. There's a season. Okay, it has seasons. It has supporter packs. It is not free. It is free to play. But if you wanted to purchase all the extras for it, you'd be paying $29. At the same time, we are going to take a look at trailers because what the heck. And we're going to turn the music down. Okay, I mean, the trailer's cute. Now playing Super Animal Show. We are the Super Animals. And we can sing, dance, rap, tell jokes, cook, and kill. Armed with the most modest melee mop. Now the hard part's deciding where to drop. Because the battle's raging on. And they'll fight till there's just one. And there's never been a tie. Do the winner dance or die? Handgun, machine gun, hand grenade, hamster ball, emu, banana, and we'll never stop till we feel the skunk gas burn. We may be cute, but you are about to learn. We are the future. Humans had their turn. Oh my god. Okay, this is corny. So it's a battle royale with cute animals. It came out 4 years ago. It does have very positive reviews, 89% of 203 in the last 30 days, 93% of 17,538 over the course of the game. Like I said, it may say free to play, but it does have battle passes and, or, season passes and stuff. This game is very much a yes but or no but sort of game when it comes to reviews. On one hand, it's simple and fun, it has cute animals to play, as with guns in the battle royale fashion, but on the other hand, it generally feels like a dead game basically all the time. There are upwards of 500 people online, as average being split up into multiple different queues. You have singles, duos, and squads, as well as the limited time mode, and every game is basically going to be anywhere between 10 to 50% players, and the rest of the lobby, 50 to 90% bots. So it does not sound like there's a lot of people left playing this, which means definitely not worth dunking almost $30. Let's see how many people are playing this. 401 people playing. Yikes. I mean, for a 4-year-old game, it's managed to cling on to 400 players. That's actually not that bad. But still yikes. Well, maybe they'll get a few eyeballs with the Steam Animal Fest that'll be curious enough to play it. Garden Paws. Now, this one came out a while ago. I had it on my wish list. I took it off my wish list. I put it back on my wish list. I took it off my wish list. Clearly, I can't decide whether or not I want this. But it says you have inherited your grandparents' farm as they set off to travel the world. Work with Frank at the local construction shop to finish off the final touches on your new home. Aid Frank and Mayor Wilson in building up the town so it may reach its full potential. So basically, it's a farming sim, but with animals. It looks very console-ish. Okay, that's way too bright. The heck? So cute, but I'm still on the fence whether I really want to buy that game. Maybe if it goes on sale for a lot cheaper, I will finally decide to buy it or not. Let's build a zoo. Time to build a zoo. Construct and decorate enclosures, buy and breed animals, hire zookeepers and vets. Then try your hand at DNA splicing and stitch together over 300,000 different types of animals. This can only go smoothly. Of course, this is also 4 years old. It is $20. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat. That's because I'm drinking coffee, and it has cream in it. I mean, it looks like it could be fun, but not $20 fun. Zoo 2, Animal Park. Okay, why is this free to play? Take care of wild entertainment. Alright, how much DLC does this have, and how expensive is it? And it already automatically looks like it was ported from mobile. But oh yeah, right here, in-app purchases. So it does have in-app purchases, which means they don't show up here, but they would be in the game. LOL game. It's pay to win, pay to progress, spammed with ads every time the game is opened. Very buggy, very annoying. I thought Steam had made it so games couldn't have ads in them. I played this game on the phone for a whole while and got to a point where I could not progress without spending money. Would not recommend this for anyone. It's a money game. You can play this game for 5 years straight every day and still need to spend money due to the retarded pricing system designed to make you spend money. The only game worse than this is GTA Online when it comes to microtransaction starving developers. Since I never played GTA Online, somebody's going to have to tell me how bad that was. But it sounds like that would be a big yikes. No, don't bother with this one. I think that's all the ones they wanted to show us there. Got this one on my wish list. Cat Gets Medieval, which I have on my list because I have one of their other games. I have, I don't remember what it's called. Heist Kitty. It's a multiplayer cat simulator game, which is actually on sale. It has mixed reviews. I will say I got it for free, and while it wasn't perfect, it was kind of cute. That was a couple years ago. And they had a roadmap for this. This was that review was from a couple of years ago. If they ever, I don't know if they ever followed their roadmap or not. I will have to check. I'll have to load that up again and see. Yeah, it looks like the most recent review was from March 29th of this year. So this doesn't get reviewed very much. Technical flaws. I will admit there were some lack of polish and some movement issues. A really janky take on Grand Theft Auto. Honestly, I think it would be a fun game to run around in multiplayer, but single player feels really barren. That I could agree with. This would have been a fun meme type game to play with several friends. But solo, it did feel kind of dead. Now it is 70% off, so making it $4.49 right now. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you should absolutely buy it. Only if you feel like spending $4.50 and you can find a few other friends that want to do the same thing. Then it could potentially be fun. Crypt Custodian, another one I still have on my list. Now this one is overwhelmingly positive. I really should try to get this. A charming Metroidvania about cleaning up the afterlife. Play as Pluto, a mischievous cat who has died and is sentenced to be the afterworld janitor forever. Hang out with other doomed ghosts, battle beasts, and explore a vast, expansive landscape. 97% of 1,293 reviewers rated it positive, overwhelmingly positive overall. 57 of the most current reviewers gave it 98%. Wait. Now, if 98% of 57 users reviewed in the last 30 days are positive, then why is the recent reviews very positive, but 97% is overwhelmingly positive? Make that make sense. So this game is probably one of those gems. Everybody seems to really like it. And some people just reviewed it because they felt like dragging another game. Better than Hollow Slop. Okay, so you don't like Hollow Knight. Think Hollow Knight, but much less punishing and with a cat as your protagonist. A real indie gem, seamless controls with surprisingly amount of beauty, depth, and variety for a small game. I mean, I still want to wait for a better sell, you know? I mean, right now it's $12.99. It's usually $20. I could actually get it for even cheaper because I own, what do I own that's Death's Door? I do? What? Reaping souls of the dead and punching a clock might get monotonous, but it's honest work for a crow. The job gets lively when your assigned soul is stolen and you must track down a desperate thief to a realm untouched by death where creatures grow far past their expiry. I must have picked this up on a sale or something. It's a Devolver game. Generic indie game. Gameplay is alright, but it's very linear. I mean, the description did make it sound like it was going to be a linear game. Anyway, Crypt Custodian. And the game is relevant to you because I played what? Oblivion Remastered is nothing like Crypt Custodian, so I don't know why you say similar to. Stray. That was a good game. I don't think I could ever play that again. Well, I could play it and like turn all the combatants off in the game and just wander through the world just to take screenshots. I think I would do that. But the story was very, very sad. Like, made me cry at the end sad. Here's another game I have on my list, Whisker Wood. And I meant to showcase the demo for this too, but I never got around to it. It's a city building management simulation type game where you are establishing a home for a colony of mice under the oppressive paw of your cat overlords. It sounds all around cute. It came out November 6th, so it came out just a few days ago. It already has 91% positive from 545 reviews. It's 20% off, making it $24, which is still a little on the pricey side. Regularly $30. It's probably one of the reasons why I haven't jumped at it yet. Starbirds. I think I tried this, and while it's definitely quirky and cute, it just wasn't my speed of game. Grimshire, which I have seen gameplay of. I'm on the fence about this one. It's a farming sim, but it's also a survival game. So it says a deadly plague threatens the village of Grimshire. Manage your farmland, forage the bounty of the wilds, prevent your harvest from rotting away, and keep the root cellar full. Can you help bring the community together and survive? Now it does have overwhelmingly positive reviews. Came out July of this year. 98% of 1,090 users rated it positive. Recently, 97% of 143 users rated it positive. So it's a very... people love this game. So there's that. Anything else in here that catches my Trailer Park Tycoon? I thought about it. I mean, it's a relatively cheap game, but part of the game involves it says a farm and shop simulator featuring adult goods, alcohol, tobacco, energy drinks, and more. So I was like, yeah, probably not one that I want to play on my channel. It looks kind of cute, but it's definitely not family friendly, if you know what I mean. There's somebody that actually did play it on their, well, they put the first 15 minutes of gameplay up on their channel. Oh, I have Party Animals. You know, I have never really played it. I think I played the tutorial, but I never really got a chance to play the game. I have something called Man-Eater. The heck? What the heck? I don't even know where I got this one from. Experience the ultimate power fantasy as the apex predator of the sea, a giant shark. Terrorize the coastal waterways, tear swimmers and divers limb from limb. Give the humans a reason to fear you. Where the heck did I even get this one? I don't know. That's not even my type of game. I must have gotten that in a bundle. That sounds like a bundle game. And of course, everybody seems to love this Escape from Duckov. I've never played extraction shooter games, but it looks so incredibly cute, I'm almost tempted. I'll wait till it goes on sale for at least 50% off, I think. There's some very unique games in here, I will say that. Oh, and this one is cute. This one is incredibly cute here. Little Kitty, Big City. You're a curious little kitty with a big personality on an adventure to find your way back home. Explore the city, make new friends with stray animals, wear delightful hats, and leave more than a little chaos in your wake. After all, isn't that what cats do best? And this was very cute. Very, very cute. And apparently, they still get attention from the developer. So, this one's 40% off. $14.99. Usually $24.99. And I want to say I might have actually gotten this one for free. So yeah, this was cute. A little frustrating at points when I had to find things and I had no idea where I was looking or how to get to a spot. But that was a me problem. The game didn't seem to have any bugs. It is single player only. This could have been a fun, maybe co-op, 2 or 3 people together, but it's only single player. All right. We've looked at the Animal Fest, which is kind of cute. I will admit, it's kind of cute. What do I have? Do I have Little Kitty Big City installed? There's an update for Dungeons and Kingdoms. Hold on. I have to check something now. Sorry. Okay, I must have done a video or stream on it. Alright, just need to make sure. Speaking of which, y'all, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Keymailer. I talk about it now and then. Let's take a look at the page. So, Keymailer. Basically, developers can put their games or their game demos up here, and creators can go through the library, maybe request a game. No guarantee that they would actually be accepted. I mean, like, RV there yet is available to request by creators. That one came out just, what, 3 weeks ago? The co-op game. You and your buddies are on your way home from a relaxing vacation, but are forced to take an alternate route. Get your RV through the back country and find the exit to Route 65. So it's kind of like one of those climbing games, but instead of climbing with your characters, you're climbing with your RV. And you can play this with up to 4 players. You get drive one RV together with up to 4 players. You get a winch, 1 map, proximity chat, online co-op, hats, grilled frozen meat patties, and smoked cigarettes. I do not recommend the last part. If you smoke, that's on you. You're an adult. Do what you want. I just don't recommend it. So let's go down here. We got a coming soon section and a recently released. Let's look under recently released. Dungeon Stalker Play Event. I can, oh yeah, playtest, huh? I am pre-approved for this event. Yeah, it's a little late to be starting that. And I'm definitely probably not going to be interested in it anyway. Yeah, PvE, VP. Dungeon crawler game. Not my speed. Alright. Only dwarves dig proper holes. Really? Wait. Whoa. I'm pre-approved. But does it have to have a VR? Because I don't do VR. A VR headset is required. That's why I haven't picked this one. I don't do VR. So, that's too bad. If it had a flat screen mode, I would probably jump at it. Sounds like fun. But you could see a lot of games and game demos show up here. And then if you see one you are interested in, like I requested the RPG, but I haven't gotten a response yet. I am a very small creator, so a lot of companies would probably just look at it and toss it in the trash. I'm not worried about it. I have played Scrappage, and I actually got Scrappage for free, so getting pre-approved for this again is kind of surprising. That is a weird game. It's a bullet hell, but it's like this meme. It's a mishmash of all these different styles. And while it was fun, it was also very weird. I mean, it had a face for radio, let's put it that way. What's coming out? Little corners. What? Mars the Last Exodus? Vaulting over it. No. No. Who are heroes? Okay, I'm curious. Meet the Kevin. Hoover Heroes is a physics-based multiplayer party game that can be played online with up to 2 to 8 players, where Kevin and his friends create chaos with their vacuums while cleaning. Start the fight with Kevin's vacuum cleaner that he never leaves behind, team up or play solo. Control Kevin the cleaner and his team. Each one is waiting for you with their jiggly bellies. Use Kevin's superior vacuum cleaner to pull even the largest objects and fill them in his bag. Then use them to throw them at your opponents and eliminate them. Hoover Heroes has a gameplay based on chaos and fun. The cleaners try to knock each other down with their throws, slaps, and more to eliminate co-workers and earn points. Be the last Kevin standing to earn some extra. No matter how many times Kevin falls down, he always knows how to get back up. Avoid the objects thrown by your opponents. You may fall to the ground when you get a hit, but Kevin's endless energy will help you get back up. Explore different maps with your team. Each map has different designs, challenges, and new chaos. Remember, the damage each object deals to the opponent is different. Dress Kevin up with different costumes and accessories to make him unique. New items will be unlocked as you play. Even though Kevin is a professional, he can get bored cleaning alone. Invite your friends over and try it together. Become a team of 2, 4, or 8 and enjoy the chaos. I'm not gonna lie, that looks absolutely hilarious. Let's see it on Steam though. I'm gonna find out something. Is that Hoover Heroes? There's a demo for it. Online PvP. So it's a PvP game, but it might be one of the few PvP games that I would consider because it just looks absolutely hilarious. Coming to early access. Planned release, November 20th. So, all of you viewers that also have also have their own channels, if that's something that interests you, I would head over to Keymailer. If you haven't made an account with them, make one. See if you qualify to get request. I mean, I have 822 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. I'm not going to say only because 822 people to me, to me at any rate, is a ton of people. I'm never going to fit those in my house. But if I have a Keymailer account and can get some games sometimes, you bigger channels can definitely do it. This looks like it would be hilariously fun. Not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and request. Yeah, if I could find a couple other people to play it with, I definitely will. Okay. So, Mini Tank Mayhem. That's a demo. So, it's easy to get pre-approved for demos because it's a demo. And this one comes out in January. It looks like a tower defense game. Yeah, it's a tower defense game. The alien hordes have arrived, and only your mini tank and your one-of-a-kind deck stand in their way. Mini Tank Mayhem is a unique blend of deck building, tower defense, and roguelike elements where strategic maneuvers meet tower defense chaos. Shape your deck from hundreds of available cards, acquire powerful artifacts, and upgrade your mini tank to get rid of the aliens once and for all. Now, anytime I see a deck of hundreds of available cards, my first thought is, okay, how much DLC is there going to be, and how much is it going to cost? I might mini tank, huh? Okay, it's a single player game. I might. Would y'all like to take a look at the demo for this? Sometime, maybe Friday or early next week? It's up to y'all. I'll hold off on saying yes to that one for now. At any rate, I think that's going to do it. We had a nice look at Dream Garden. So nice that I actually relaxed myself into having to have a cup of coffee. That's actually pretty good for a game, I think. Especially since it's doing exactly what it advertised. It's a very relaxing game. We took a look at the latest Steam Festival, which was the Animal Fest, and some of the good and not so good games available there. And we even took a look at Keymailer and a couple of potential games that I could, well, one of them, the game demo, could take a look at. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So, if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Leave a comment and tell me what you'd like to see me play next. I think for tomorrow we might look at one of the more interior decorating type diorama games. And if you don't want to miss that and all the other fun chaos, well, y'all know what to do. All the fun clicky things YouTube likes you to do. But once again, thank you. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you're at. And until next time, bye for now.